Finding this play where Kenneth Faried and DeAndre Ayton could play together was probably the greatest moment of my life, because Ayton's a really good mid-range shooter and I finally found a way to get him at least one open mid-range. And I'll hopefully be able to find some more to where Kenneth Faried can just play with all of our big guys, because I think we need Faried. I'm definitely rehashing what I already said in the last video, but I think Faried should help us overall. But now we're going to simulate a bit, and we're going to see if 2K agrees with me that Faried would make us a better team. Maybe I'm full of crap all along. Let's find out, and we're 16-15. So if you were expecting us to go on some crazy run with Faried, it has not happened. But there are a couple things. Number one, our offense has gotten back to where it should be. Number 5 in the league, shooting a million three-pointers and all that good stuff. And defensively, we are okay. We're not horrible, we're not amazing, we're kind of in the middle, and I do have some fears that we could get worse as the season goes. We've been giving up some big performances. Kyrie Irving dropped a hot 48 points and 8 assists on us, while, how many threes did he make? He made like 7 or 8. I wasn't paying attention, but I know it was a decent amount. Do I get on our perimeter players for that one? Tim Hardaway Jr. is in the starting lineup now, and if you can get Kyrie switched on to Hardaway, you could definitely do some damage against us. Because I would like to believe that Ntilikina on Kyrie the entire time would make it to where he wouldn't go off for those many points, but I mean, he probably cooked the entire team, let's be honest here. Mohamed Bamba with 22 points and 8 rebounds. He also had a whole bunch of block shots as well. Now the Kyrie one, while I don't like it, at least I can kind of understand it. Bamba is a little more troubling because he's not a natural offensive player. He doesn't have post moves or ball handling abilities, and he's not really much of a shooter. With him, it's mainly rolling to the rim and offensive rebounds. So was our pick and roll defense just terrible in this one? Maybe the rim protection was bad. Maybe the perimeter defense was bad and he was getting a lot of dump-off passes, taking advantage of help defense. Who knows? But this one here, Greg Monroe also killed us as well, and Monroe, well, he's a center like Bamba. Now, seeing 2 centers go off on us like that, it's alarming stuff. Now, Monroe's a little different in the sense of he's more of like a post-up guy, and he might have a little bit more of a mid-range jumper. So I'm sitting here going, what's the problem? Is it a matter of our perimeter defense sucks and our big guys have to try to do too much and then they give up points to the other big guys? Is the rim protection bad? Are our bigs just not good enough at defending the post or defending the pick and roll? I don't know. It's a tough one. But we have to make some sort of an adjustment somewhere defensively. And I am going to put the focus on one player later on in the video. But for right now, we're going to do with the head coaching. We're going to go to protect the paint, and then right under that, play physical defense, because I think it was on like normal or whatever. So if we can get our Detroit Pistons on, then maybe we'll be okay. Now, here's a nice thing. Frank Ntilikina's offense is improving up to almost 14 points a game and doing it efficiently. His first couple of seasons, whenever I asked him to do more offensively, he'd be able to put the points up, but he wouldn't be as efficient doing it. So it seems like Ntilikina is slowly getting to where we want him to be as an overall point guard. Right now, basically averaging 15 points, 5 assists, 47 from the field, 37 from 3, and then he's really good on defense. So he's kind of already realizing what we want him to be. Now it's a matter of, can he just keep on doing it? Now, Norman Powell can't make a shot to save his life right now, but we need him for his defense, because our defense is already having a tough time. Terrence Ferguson is shooting the lights out of the ball. I guess we could keep that dynamic going since our offense is playing really well. The guy I want to focus on, I totally screwed up because we're still looking at Ferguson footage. I need to think of something to talk about for the next 5 seconds. Ferguson's good. I would like to work on his rebounding more because we need more perimeter dudes who grab rebounds. Okay, now the guy I want to look at is DeAndre Ayton. That's what I wanted to talk about here. He's the center, you know, and Porzingis as the power forward, sure, he could improve defensively as well, but I think with Ayton as the 5, more responsibility is on him defensively, right? And so I think going into his defensive attributes and really looking at what could potentially be the problem, I think that'd be a good idea. Last time I checked, he's really not bad at anything, but I guess you could look at it as not bad at anything or not really good at anything either. So maybe Ayton's the guy. I mean, we got cooked by 2 centers, and both of them are not like super shooters or ball handlers, so maybe DeAndre Ayton's the guy who we have to look at as improving defensively. We're already asking to play more physical, so we'll see how that goes moving forward, and hopefully we can improve. And here's Kenneth Faried's stat line before we get out of here. 7 boards a game, nearly 3 offensive rebounds a game. He and DeAndre Ayton both grabbing a lot of offensive boards, and Kyle O'Quinn under him. So I have to assume that those 3 are annoying teams and giving us extra possessions, which has probably allowed our offense to get back to where it should be, which is top 5 in the league.